Good morning, students. Uh, Now, in the previous classes, I have taught you about the uh, emergence of the cities or the towns, Mesopotamian towns. Now, the meaning of the towns and cities, uh, like the Kis, Larsa, Sumer, Babylon, Mari, Ur, Uruk. Now, different cities of the Mesopotamia now emerged, or these cities emerged, and there were many factors behind the emergence of these cities. Okay, so now factors, one of the factors were among the cities, emergence of cities was the one of the factors, the productivity of the hinterland. Now we know very well that without the productivity of the land productivity, one the crowd or the cities can't be existed. Why? Because the cities provide no doubt the food stuffs to the uh, this hinterland. Now the hinterland provides the cities food stuffs, and that food stuffs supports the huge number of the cities and the urban people. And now one thing is that here now the productivity of the, and moreover we know that now these cities emerged in the Mesopotamia. These cities emerged on the valley of the Euphrates and the Tigris rivers. Okay, so now the around that the Euphrates and Tigris now carried the alluvial or the fertile land soil, and then after these soils became, and the irrigations they also these two rivers also provided the irrigation system to these fertile lands. So as a result, and what are these fertile lands? So as a result, these cities where the now these lands became the very productivity, the huge great deal of the production for the support of these Mesopotamian peoples now happened. Second thing, first this happened. Second, now we see that now the temples now also played the very important role. We have seen that how the temples played the very important role for the in the emergence of, because the temples now were not only the temples for the for a worshipping. It was the not only worshipping place. Now the temples now control the entire economic activities, or the even the temples looked after the irrigation system was under the control, and the other activities were controlled, like cultural activities, really, or the cultural activities have been done or under the control of these temples. So the temples had the, and accounts were kept, and it is also said that now the temples now distributed the large, huge amount of the foodstuffs and the different commodities to the cities people. It was the, and the a record used to be the kept on the tablets. On the tablets, the records were written down. So this is the another factors which help in the emergence of the cities. Other factors were that now the good administrative system. This good administrative system now help, good administrative systems, no doubt, help the Mesopotamians. Now we know that these administration or the administration, good administrative system now control and regulated the work of the people, and maintain the law and the order. Now we know that for the emergence and for the sustaining of the any of the cities and the trade and commerce, there must be the administration. So these administration maintain the law and order, now restore the peace, and the peace brought the prosperity. Peace brings the prosperity, and under the peace, peaceful atmosphere, trade and commerce now develop, and the trade and commerce emerges. Understand? So this is the factors. These factors now became the one of the reason for the emergence of cities, students. And moreover, other factors we have already focused, the cities, trade and commerce. Understand? Trade and commerce, temples, or temples, or fertile hinterlands. Understand? These all factors were the responsible for the growth of the cities or emergence of the cities. In that, the river system and the communication, river communication also helped a lot in the emergence, a lot in the emergence of the cities. Another factors, if you see that here, today we shall see the life in the cities. Then now we can see that how the life the people of the cities lived. The first of all, here we have to be the we have to see that we here we have to see, or we have to now see that how the we can differentiate the people who are the living in the cities. Understand their categories. And now the on the basis of the graves, on the basis of the variance, the economic differentiation. Economic differences can be drawn. Now we know that the archaeologists in the Indus Valley civilization, they to find out the social categories, how to trace the social categories, understand, and the social strata. So now these social strata, so these can be the measured and could be the measured by the engraves. But the engraved, now this can be the differentiated by the engraves. Now in the Mesopotamia, we see that now the three types of the graves have been found in the Indus Valley civilization also. The archaeologists, they have they have taken archaeologists in Indus Valley civilization have adopted to know about the to know and find out the economic differences of the society. And now here also they found the very rich things and the goods engraved along with the engraved along with the engraved along with the dead bodies, along with the corpse. Understand? So now so on that basis, the archaeologist, the world archaeologist, the world famed archaeologist found out the categories. So in Mesopotamia, as far as the association with the Mesopotamian society, so now we can have the information that the three kinds of the graves had been found. Understand? In the first kind of the category of the graves, and these graves had been excavated at the Ur, where Ur was the city, and where the excavation was made. Understand? And this excavation were made, and according to that excavation, the now it was the found in the first category of the cemetery was excavated, and from there, along with the dead body, now the gold, and the gold, silver, and the gold daggers, or lapis lazuli. Understand? The lapis lazuli, the very precious stones, these have been discovered and found along with the dead body of the people. Understand? Dead body or a skeleton. So it was the quite clear that this kind of or the musical instrument and the gold and the vessels, wooden musical instruments have been found. Lapis largely it is the this lapis largely was also used in the our Indus Valley civilization. Now here at the Chahundaro, there was a factory, and in this where in this factory the people used to in this factory the people used to make the beads, understand, very precious beads used to be the made, understand, or with the lapis lazuli. It was the supported and brought from the Afghanistan by the Indus Valley people. So similarly the lapis lazuli was used in the Mesopotamia also. That this was, although Mesopotamia, there was a scarcity and the lack in Mesopotamia lacked the precious stones. But these precious stones have been the found with the dead bodies. It's really the gold, silver, the precious precious stones. These mark that कि Mesopotamians mark that this kind of first kind of the grave or cemetery, no doubt belong to the royal families. Understand, royal family. And the second kind of the second type of the engravement or the cemetery were dug and dug. So from there, the archaeologist found found the metals, but these metals were the of the lesser values. Understand, and particularly the made of the coppers. These were the made of the coppers, ornaments were the coppers ornament. So now it was the belief that, or it was the estimated that this were these were the body symmetry way of the official. And the third kind of the graves were dug out. Understand? The from there no any hardly any kind of the precious ornaments have been found, and the precious metals have been found. So it was required that the third kind of the graves lacking the metal ornament indicates towards where they indicates towards the towards the third category of the people who led a very hard pressed life. Understand? They and we can say that the third categories of the people, standing and the lower strata, they had no any kind of the satisfactory life. Okay, they had no they were not satisfied, or the moreover here we can say it is simply economic conditions of the ordinary peoples were not. So the here the Robert Adams, understand, now he termed these grapes the yeah, grapes as a the here the poor grapes. Now he termed those ordinary people's grapes as the poor grapes. And moreover, or here another factors we have to be discuss here. Many legal text has been the form. Understand, and those legal facts now refers about the right of the inheritance or the matters disputes of the inheritance matters. Those legal text related to the disputes of the inheritance matter. Inheritance disputes means the disputes disputes amongst the nearest and dearest who had the blood relations. Understand, and for the property they had the they now over that they had the disputes. So according to those facts, according to those tablets and the things, it was believed that or the findings are uh, findings are here that the in the Mesopotamia there were the nuclear family was a system of nuclear family was prevalent in the Mesopotamian society. Understand? There was no system of the joint family is not found there. Understand? And the nuclear family was found, and the where in the nuclear family you know that the husbands, wife, and the childrens they live together, or even after the marriage or after the marriage, sons used to live together with the parents. Understand? So this was the and the father was the head of the family. The entire rights father was the head of the family, and the marriage was generally settled with the and the what about the marriage? The marriage was the generally settled. Marriage was generally settled with the settled through the willingness or through the consent of the brides and the groom's family and the parents. Brides and groom's parents, they now gave they used to give the consent, or according to that consent, and they got the consent, or according to that consent, accordingly the marriage held and marriage was solemnized, or marriage was materialized, or in the marriage both sides now used to go to the temples for the worship, and where they and they joined and the enjoys together, or the or there was a festivals enjoys together, or having the eats and drinks together. Understand? Or moreover, in the temple they used to go for the offerings, and the father at the occasion of the daughter's mother, now father provided and used to give the share of inheritance by the father at the time of the marriage. The share of the inheritance was given away by the fathers to his daughters daughter. Understand? Who was going to be the marriage. Son inherited the house and the herds and field and their fields of the fathers. They also got. Second here, we are going to a, a little bit a comparative study of the city planning. City planning, we shall see that this comparative study, city planning. Here we can see the city planning city planning of the Ur. Now Ur was excavated here in the 1930s. A large scale excavation was made. A large scale excavation was made, or according to that, but the findings on the basis of the findings of excavation, we find that they had no life of the they had no idea of the cleanliness, and they had no idea about the planned city. At the if you see and study the Indus Valley civilization cities, so now here we find in the Indus Valley civilization, what do we find? We find a very planned way, a planned city life. Here there was a well excellent drainage system, and drains were the covered under the stones and bricks. Understand? And time to time these stones and the covered were the raised, and then after it was the mud congestion was now cleaned, and then after the water flow flew now the water flow water just water now drained out very easily to the manholes, and from the manhole it was laid out. So the and here the roads were the very wide, and each roads now cut at the right angle, or the and the towns and the cities were in a now is drawn uh, in a very planned manner. Drainage system was here, so outstanding. But as far as the city of the Ur, where the Mesopotamian cities, it was the very just we find that now they lack the Mesopotamians and the people of the Ur, they lacked the planning, the city planning. They had no idea about that, and the here the city was not well planned, like that of the streets of Mohenjo-daro. Like that of the streets of Mohenjo-daro, the Ur was not just not planned, not planned like that. Or here, streets were the now generally the unpaved. Their streets, our streets was the paved street, but their streets were unpaved streets or the sun dried mud or the bricks were the lay down, and the streets were the so narrow. Here is the one thing is that we see that the streets of Harappa and the Mohenjo-daro were very wide streets and cutting the at the right angle, but the streets of the Ur was very narrow, or it was so narrow, it was the too narrow to carry the any carts into the at the threshold of the houses. It was very difficult. So the donkeys were used for carrying these things. Donkeys were used for carrying the loads from the at the threshold of the houses. So the it was, and second thing is that they had no sense of the laying the water of that. Here we can see there was no good system of the street drains was no. As in Harappa civilization, we find the street drains. Understand? But here there was no any kind of the street drains, and where the slope inwards, and the house roofs were sloped inward, and then after or inward, the rain of had the channels via drain pipes into the sumps built in the inner courtyard. Sumps were built in the inner courtyard, and the water was just water through this. It was the laying out. Understand? And this arrangement was probably done to prevent the now unpaved streets from the excessively slush after the a downpour, after the heavy rain. Understand? And this was the checked, such kind of the arrangement was made to restrict the slushy, the excessively slushy not to be the come down and pour down under the house. Understand? First thing. Second, the remains say that in general they lack the cleanliness, so they now threw their garbage in the on the street. Understand? On the street, garbage was thrown, and this garbage house and all the refuse were thrown into the streets, and the disposal of the houses led to the gradual increase their level. So as every house threw on the streets, these refuse were, as the level of the streets now raised high. Okay, so as a result, what happened during the rainy seasons? Entire slush or the muds used to be the pour down into their houses. So as a result, what to prevent these causing the high rain happened. Understand? Therefore, threshold of the houses to be the raised from time to time. So they now used to raise the threshold of the house. Why? Time to time it was the raised where to check the poured water down to their streets, or down to their courtyards. Understand? To take this, they have to be the do like that, and from that here the small and high levels of the ground, and its main objective was to perhaps to protect the activities of the central courtyard from the view, and now windows, as far as the windows were now where windows opened at the very high of the wall. Understand? So the no sufficient and the sufficient light come into the houses. And that's why. Understand? So these only the light used to be the come into the courtyard from the main doors. Understand? And the light did not come into the rooms from the windows, but the doorways opening into the courtyards. But their doorways was opening to the courtyards. Okay, and moreover, courtyards. The most of the tablets, some tablets now show the superstitions. They are orthodox and the conservativeness. How they were conservative and the orthodox in their thinking. Some of the tablets now depicts about that. Okay, these tablets, one tablets now found at the Ur. According to that, they had the belief. They have the belief. A raised threshold was the belief to be the symbol of prosperity. If the door threshold was the raised, so this was the supposed to be the a symbol of the prosperity, and a a door opening towards the another house was not taken as a lucky. The door which was the open towards the other house, it was the not supposed to be the lucky. And moreover, the main wooden door of the house opening outward was considered to be the inauspicious. It was considered the inauspicious, and it was believed that the wife living the such kind of the house having such a door would be the very torrent to their husbands. The wife would be the very torrent to their husbands. And moreover, there was also a town cemetery at the Ur, and it is the said the dead bodies were now buried in cemetery, but the ordinary houses, dead bodies were also buried under the floor. The ordinary people had the no cemetery, and some it was the seen or the found that they were now buried under their house floors. Understand? So now, students, today and for the examination, you go very careful. Out of the four option, one option you have to. If you read it very well and very carefully, so then you can get the right option. You can already sort out the right answer. Understand? If you very carefully go over there. Understand? So, students, let's say have our time is going to up. So, reading from the empire, okay, across the three continent, very carefully. Understand? Go, and this is the reading based test. So that's why, and every line, each dates, okay, each words that can make a question. Understand? The lots of question will be the made. So better is that you very analytically, very carefully reading one time, two time, three time, four time, five times NCRT, six time. Understand? That will serve you the much. Okay. So today that is the so much today, and the rest class we shall discuss the Islamic land. Understand about the prophets Muhammad. We shall study. So this was a kind of the revisional work. A short revisions was here. Okay, and the rest of we will do better. Thank you very much, and the best of luck for your test. You will do better, I hope.